very good morning, everyone. We have Dr. Raghuram Rajan, Governor, Reserve Bank of India with us. May I have a big round of applause for Dr. Raghuram Rajan. I extend you all a very warm and a hearty welcome, and thank you for having joined us here this morning. Sir, it is indeed a proud moment for each one of us to have the UPI launch at the hands of RBI Governor, Dr. Raghuram Rajan. Sir, we are truly privileged to have you here with us. I would now request Mr. A.P. Hota, MD and CEO, NPCI, to request the chief guest for the day, Dr. Raghuram Rajan, Governor, Reserve Bank of India, to launch UPI. Thank you.
Good morning. The day we had been waiting for at NPCI. The day has arrived. The moment has arrived for launch of UPI. UPI, the future of payments, the bullet train of payments, Chandrayaan of payments, and the leapfrogging vehicle for payments. It is my privilege that I would be requesting our governor to launch UPI by way of clicking the button so that a laser show on UPI is displayed.
Thank you very much, sir. May I have a big round of applause for all the dignitaries? I would like to thank all the speakers for sharing their thoughts on UPI. May I now request our chief guest for the day, Dr. Raghuram Rajan, Governor, Reserve Bank of India, to please come and share his thoughts. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Shri Nandan Nilekani, Shri Ashwini Kumar, Shri Balachandran, Shri Hota, distinguished bankers on the stage and in the audience, friends from the press, colleagues from the RBI. Let us first remember the tragedy in Kerala, where so many people died, and I'd like to express our condolences for the families of the victims. But life must go on, and what we see here today is one of the more exciting developments in our economy in recent years. For a number of years, we've been saying, we need a revolution in banking in India. I think today we can confidently say that the revolution is upon us. What we have today in India, as Nandan just told me, is perhaps the most sophisticated public payment infrastructure in the world. And all those words are important. Public payment infrastructure, which can be accessible by a Paytm, which can be accessible by an Axis Bank, which can be accessible by anybody who enters. It's not just the payments which is part of the revolution, it's a whole new set of banks that are coming in. We have 10 payment banks, 10 small finance banks, a couple of each have already been licensed and are coming on board. We have Rajiv Lal here with his new bank. We have Bandhan Bank. A whole new set of players are coming into the system. And we also have our older banks. For a long time, Chanda's bank and Shikha's bank were called new private banks. I guess we have to change the terminology. You're no longer new, you're the old guys. But they've been changing also tremendously over the last few years. And of course, our public sector banks are also adapting tremendously. So we, in many ways, are experiencing a revolution. There's talk of collaboration. Yes, there is collaboration in this revolution, but there's also immense competition. And the winner is the customer. We hope the customer experience with developments like today's improves tremendously, and the ease of making payments, the ease of saving, the ease of buying financial products increases tremendously. And of course, it's very important from our perspective as regulator that this come both with stability as well as safety for the system. Before I go into the meat of my talk, let me also emphasize, talked about sending payments, Mr. Tiwari talked about sending payments to rajan@unionbank.com. Let me emphasize that first, the Reserve Bank never sends out emails asking for payments. Never. We have about $360 billion worth of foreign exchange reserves, and we also have about 8 lakh crores of government bonds. We really don't need your money. So if you get an email from me saying you won a competition, or you won a lottery and I'm going to send you 50 lakhs, but please send 20,000 as transaction costs, just junk that email. We don't send out money, but we don't also ask for your money, okay? So I get about 10 emails a day asking me if those requests are fake or real. They're all fake. But let me get to the meat of today's, why we are here today. We're here to celebrate an achievement. And I think it would be fair to say that much of this achievement comes from the vision of one man, Nandan Nilekani, who's been a great champion of technology, not just in the financial sector but elsewhere, but certainly has been pushing it in the financial sector. So my thanks to him for working on this selflessly, not just when he was at UID, but after that. Let me also thank Mr. Hota for pushing this and Mr. Balachandran for giving the vision. I should also not forget my colleagues in the RBI, namely Deputy Governor Khan, but also Mr. Padmanabhan, who's now retired, who was a vision behind payments. You need a visionary regulator to work with the visionary Nandan to make things actually happen, and I think our people have risen to the challenge. Mr. Chandan Sinha, who's not here, and of course Ms. Nanda Dave and her team in the payments department. So you've already heard what this does. Mobile to mobile, account to account, it's convenient, it's safe, we don't really exchange bank account details. It's on a need-to-know basis, much as in the intelligence system, the bank only gets to see what it needs to see. Customer details are not shared across the system. Of course, it helps in reducing the use of cash, and it also allows people to use remote bank accounts to make payments without necessarily going anywhere near there or near an ATM, which will be very useful for our remote villages. It allows for easy accounting and verifiability and facilitates over time credit flow based on generation of data, which is something that can be built on the system. As I said, interoperable from the beginning. This is unlike many payment systems across the world, which often are owned by one entity. This can be used by any entity, and that will be very important. Now, we've already talked about all the benefits. Let me talk about things we need to work on as we go through, some of which our colleague from SBI pointed out. We have made a tremendous leap in allowing this to be a competitive framework where you could have up to 7 players involved in the system. The customer, the merchant, their service providers, and their banks. These all could be separate people. There's 6 of them. And in addition, there is the 7th player, which is NPCI. So somewhere along this chain, transactions may go wrong. We hope very few, but they could go wrong. And so we have to work out how the system of dealing with customer complaints, grievance redressal will actually take place, as well as how we will protect this system against security breaches, fraudulent transactions, etc. Now, this is something we have to work out as we go. It's not something we can anticipate fully. Some anticipation has been done, but as we go along, we'll have to figure out what the problems are and how we deal with it. Also, what is work in progress is enhancing this experience from those with smartphones to those who don't have smartphones, and enhancing it from just the banks who are part of the system right now to players outside the system and to other networks in the payment system. So there is some way to go, but this is a very important first step. I don't want to take too much of your time. You've listened to a lot of speakers, but let me end with what our view at the Reserve Bank is on the regulatory process. If I were to put it as simply as I can, it would be we attempt to be informed and adaptive regulators. What does that mean? It means we start first by understanding the problem, doing some careful analysis, helped, of course, by players who want to make change. So we work with the people who are being regulated on the regulatory architecture. And we hear them out. They give us a lot of proposals. We look at those proposals. But we look at them both from the perspective of the system, but also try to figure out the biases of those people making the proposals. What is in it for them? And how is it that it might affect the architecture of the proposal? We try to be open. We try not to limit too much where there's uncertainty. One of the dangers of being a regulator is the easiest thing to say is no. And so when there's uncertainty, when you don't understand how things are going to develop, it's easy to say, no, let's not even go there. Problem, of course, is if you say no, you never work out what the problems could be. Maybe there are no problems, and you keep the system from developing. Too many limitations up front, and you prevent growth and development. So what we prefer, I would think, is to say, okay, let's watch it, start, and as we understand it better, the regulation can evolve. And this is the adaptive process. We watch carefully as the instrument, the institution, or the process is rolled out, look at where the grievances are coming from, where the conflicts are emerging, and what possible risks there could be, and thereby adapt regulation if necessary. Some examples of these in recent months: interest rate futures. Interest rate futures had been started before and died because there were too many limitations on them. We started them again a year and a half, 2 years ago, and now it's a flourishing market with tremendous amounts of volumes. And this is because, to some extent, industry persuaded us to be a little more open about what we allowed. There was innovation in the kind of product that was created, and this is now flourishing. One area which we made some changes based on recommendations of the Nachiket More Committee was to allow niche banks. Payment banks are one example. We have Paytm with a payment bank license. We're taking a bet on them. Paytm is, as you know, a very innovative firm. Innovative firms often aren't comfortable for regulators. But we want to see where they push the system, and so they have a payment bank license. And what we have to do is, as they start up, as others start up, the telecoms and so on, see what they make of this whole business, and figure out as we go if, in fact, there is more structure that we have to put on the system. Other places where we've innovated but are adapting is the SDR process for bank loan restructuring, the new liquidity framework which came out a few days ago, and of course the universal payment interface that we have today. We wish it all success. We think it could be a tremendous game changer and part of the revolution that we're all witnessing in front of our eyes. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you very much, team. May I now please call on stage team VSoft Nerds to make their presentation. May I have a big round of applause for team VSoft Nerds. Thank you.
A very good afternoon to everybody. I'm here to present the product mobile app called Jabe, which has been developed by VSoft Nerds. Can I have the next slide, please? Yeah, I just want to give out the names of the hackathon team. Those are the members of the team. I'm the presenter. My name is Satish Kumar. And in the 10 minutes that are available to me, I would like to quickly present the features of Jabe, followed by just one slide about the company, and then followed by a 5-minute video that demonstrates certain use cases. Now, essentially, the way we thought about this is that we wanted this product really to advance NPCI's goal of touching every Indian by the year 2020. So we said reach is the most important thing. How people who are not that tech savvy can also use it, and how it can be used for small payments, small merchants, and so on. So to this end, we reasoned that there are 3 important things in the application that should be there. One, of course, it should be secure, because a lot of information about bank accounts is being kept by this application. 2, it should be very easy to use and convenient. So I'm going to demonstrate in the next few slides some of these features. For example, in the security, apart from the security that NPCI mandates in terms of transactions, since a lot of sensitive data is being kept on the application, we thought there should be certain other security features like user lockouts, multi-factor authentication, and so on. Next slide, please. Then, of course, the first feature in this, paying using virtual address, Aadhaar, and mobile number, are part of what NPCI's UPI already offers. So we thought it should be easy for a person to be able to pay. And we thought of a couple of things. One is a merchant having a QR code which is pasted maybe on his auto rickshaw or something, and somebody can scan the QR code instead of typing in the address, payment address. That was one. And then, of course, the lookup of the contacts. So you can look up the contact while making a payment. Next, please. Yeah, so this is a screenshot of the QR code scanning. Somehow we could not get a proper picture of this screenshot of this. So sorry about that. Next one, please. Yeah, this is the contacts lookup. So obviously you have the person in your contacts. You can either, for paying or receiving, you can use the contacts list to make the payment. That makes it very easy to make or receive payments. Next, please. Now we think, and this I think is a very important feature of our product, we can speak to the phone to either make or receive a payment, in addition to getting account information through voice. So this is also part of the product, and you can give a command to pay, pick up a name through voice from the contacts list, say the amount, and then make the payment. Next, please. Now, obviously, if this has to reach a wide variety of people, this has to be offered in multiple languages. So we have, this is an internationalized application that can be localized for various languages, English, Hindi, Telugu, whatever it is. So in our app, we did a couple of languages as a proof of concept. Next slide, please. So I think in summary, I just wanted to highlight that QR scanning, picking up your payer or beneficiary through the contacts, voice commands, and multilingual. These are the key features, I think, which will help take this application to every corner of India, hopefully. Now, I would just quickly run through the others because I think these are just screenshots of the features offered by UPI, and I think all the other applicants have also presented it. So this is a pay, this is how our screen looks. How do you pay, initiate a pay transaction? Next slide, please. And this is the screenshots for collect payment. This example is for a purchase of fertilizer from a merchant. This is the approval for a collect request. We have features to do transaction history, show the transaction history on the screens. Yeah, I don't want to talk about this. This is just a slide for you to understand a little bit about the company. At a very high level, we are about 20 years old, been in this industry in India for about 12 years now. And this is a video that we created to demonstrate to all of you the different use cases in which this can be, the product can be used. So the video, please.
ऐप के बारे में बात करने जा रहा हूं जो हमारी जिंदगी को और भी सुरक्षित और आसान बना देगी। हमारी रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी का एक बहुत अहम हिस्सा है पेमेंट्स। फिर चाहे वो ऑटो टैक्सी का भाड़ा हो या बिजनेस ट्रांजैक्शंस। अब हर बार और हर जगह हम डेबिट और क्रेडिट कार्ड तो इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकते ना, इसीलिए हमें मजबूरन कैश लेकर चलना पड़ता है, जो कभी कभी इनकन्वीनियंट तो हो ही जाता है पर रिस्की भी है। लेकिन अगर मैं आपसे कहूं कि इस सारे झंझट से बचने का एक रास्ता है तो आप क्या कहेंगे? वो एक रास्ता है जेब, एक सुरक्षित और आसान उपाय। It's a whole new approach offered by VSoft's mobile payments in integration with unified payment interface system. इस जेब ऐप की मदद से आप सिर्फ अपने मोबाइल नंबर के द्वारा अपने सारे पेमेंट सीधे अपने बैंक अकाउंट में सेंड और रिसीव कर सकते हैं। तो अब आपको हर जगह पेमेंट के लिए कैश ले जाने की जरूरत ही नहीं। जस्ट इमेजिन, इससे जिंदगी और कितनी आसान हो जाएगी। आइए मिलते हैं मिस्टर राम प्रसाद से और जानते हैं कैसे जेब ने उनकी जिंदगी को आसान बनाया। जब वो ऑटो से कहीं जाते हैं तो ऑटो वाले रशीद को कैश देने की जगह वो जेब ऐप से पेमेंट करते हैं। ट्रिप खत्म होने पर रामप्रसाद इस ऐप पर ऑटो के फेयर का अमाउंट एंटर करके रशीद के वर्चुअल एड्रेस पे पेमेंट इनिशिएट करते हैं। कुछ ही सेकंड्स में रामप्रसाद को डेबिट और रशीद को क्रेडिट नोटिफिकेशन मिल जाती है। यह पैसा आसानी से और सुरक्षा के साथ रामप्रसाद जी के अकाउंट से रशीद के अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर हो जाता है ना कमाल की बात। आइए इस ऐप के बारे में और बात करते हैं। ये सिर्फ वर्चुअल एड्रेस से ही नहीं, आप अपने आधार या मोबाइल नंबर के द्वारा भी पेमेंट सेंड और रिसीव कर सकते हैं। जैसे कि आपको किसी बिजनेस को पेमेंट करना हो तो आप उस दुकानदार को अपना वर्चुअल एड्रेस, आधार नंबर या रजिस्टर्ड मोबाइल नंबर पर एक कलेक्ट रिक्वेस्ट भेजने के लिए बोल सकते हैं। अब उस दुकानदार की तरफ से आपके मोबाइल पर जब वो कलेक्ट रिक्वेस्ट आएगी तो आप सिर्फ उस रिक्वेस्ट को ऑथराइज कर सकते हैं। इट्स दैट सिंपल। जैसे कि रामप्रसाद एक फर्टिलाइजर डीलर के पास अपने फार्म के लिए कुछ फर्टिलाइजर्स लेने आए हैं। वो उस फर्टिलाइजर डीलर को अपना आधार कार्ड नंबर देते हैं और फर्टिलाइजर डीलर ने ऐप के द्वारा रामप्रसाद को एक कलेक्ट रिक्वेस्ट भेजते हैं। इस ट्रांजैक्शन को ऑथराइज करने के लिए रामप्रसाद के फोन पर एक नोटिफिकेशन आता है। जैसे ही वो ऑथराइज करते हैं वो पेमेंट तुरंत ट्रांसफर हो जाती है। अब आप सोच रहे होंगे कि क्या वाकई में ये ऐप इतना आसान है कि सब्जी वाले और गांव वाले भी इसे इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं? और इसका जवाब है जी हां। इसे इस्तेमाल करना बहुत आसान हो जाता है क्योंकि ये ऐप के इंस्ट्रक्शंस को आप हिंदी या किसी भी रीजनल लैंग्वेजेस में पढ़ सकते हैं। इसीलिए गंगूबाई जो सब्जी बेचती हैं आसानी से ऐप का इस्तेमाल कर सकती हैं। रामप्रसाद गंगूबाई से रेगुलरली सब्जियां खरीदते हैं, लेकिन अब सब्जियों के पेमेंट के लिए कैश की जगह रामप्रसाद को बस जेब का पे ऑप्शन सेलेक्ट करना है और रामप्रसाद उनके जिस अकाउंट से पेमेंट करना चाहते हैं वो अकाउंट सेलेक्ट करते हैं। इसके बिल्ट इन क्यूआर स्कैनर से वहां लगे क्यूआर कोड को स्कैन करते हैं। एमपिन एंटर करने से रामप्रसाद को डेबिट नोटिफिकेशन आ जाएगा और गंगूबाई को क्रेडिट हो जाएगा। लीजिए, हो गई सब्जियों की शॉपिंग। इतना ही नहीं, जेब में इंग्लिश, हिंदी और कई सारे रीजनल लैंग्वेजेस में वॉइस कमांड की भी सुविधा है। मतलब अगर आपके हाथ बिजी हो तो आप अपने आवाज से भी जादू चला सकते हैं। चलिए अब देखते हैं रामप्रसाद और उनकी पत्नी कैसे इस वॉइस कमांड का एडवांटेज लेते हैं। उनको अपने बेटे के अकाउंट में उसके कॉलेज का फी ट्रांसफर करना है।
पासवर्ड, ये लॉगिन, ये माइक्रोफोन,
वॉइस कमांड से वो अपने बेटे का नंबर सेलेक्ट करते हैं जो ऑब्वियसली वो उनके कॉन्टैक्ट लिस्ट में होगा। इस कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर पर वो पेमेंट को इनिशिएट करते हैं। वॉइस कमांड से फी अमाउंट और बाकी डिटेल्स को एंटर करते हैं। उसके बाद अकाउंट का एम पिन यानी मोबाइल पिन एंटर करने से इमीडिएटली फीस का पैसा उनके अकाउंट से डेबिट हो जाता है और उनके बेटे के अकाउंट में क्रेडिट हो जाता है, सिर्फ जेब ऐप और उनके वॉइस कमांड से। डिजाइन फॉर क्विक एंड इजी ट्रांजैक्शंस, इसका यूजर इंटरफेस इतना सिंपल है कि बस कुछ ही टैप्स में आपका सारा काम बन जाएगा। जेब, एक नई सोच, एक नया अप्रोच, आपकी डे टू डे ट्रांजैक्शंस के लिए एक सुरक्षित और आसान उपाय।
Thank you.
And the winner of the hackathon is Team VSoft Nerds. May I please request Team VSoft Nerds to come on stage and accept their award. A big round of applause for Team VSoft Nerds. They are the winners for the hackathon. Congratulations to all the participants and the winners.